Hey Virgos, this is your March 2018 Love Tarot reading. I just want to start off by saying we have two full moons this month. The first one is on March 1st in your sign, Virgo, and the second is on March 31st in the sign of Libra. So with the full moon in Virgo on the 1st, in your first house, that's going to be all about detoxifying, getting yourself together mentally and emotionally. Getting rid of what doesn't work for you, behaviors, anything like that. And the full moon in Libra, that's going to bring up issues that need to be resolved. You know, finding balance. Finding balance with yourself or in a partnership. A lot of intense energy this month, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo in March 2018? Virgo, March 2018. Wow. Virgo, a lot of intense energy this month, but one did come out. I'm going to take that one over there that came out face up. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Wands. So regardless of what's going on this month, you're going to have victory. You're going to get achievement. You're going to feel happy. Once you get through all this tough decision making that's going on over here, a lot of tough energy in this reading. All right, so the Two of Swords. So starting off with the Two of Swords, this may be you. You're stuck. You're not letting anyone or anything in. You have to make a decision with the Two of Swords. And with the Two of Swords here surrounded by the Two of Cups on the bottom and the Four of Wands next to it, it has to do with union, with where you live, with who you live with, love, all these things. So there's a decision that you're going to have to make, and you have the Eight of Cups right next to the Four of Wands. The Eight of Cups is suggesting you walking away from something, moving on to something more satisfying and more fulfilling because something's not working for you. The structure here with the Four of Wands, there's something going on with that. Structure of the home, structure of your relationship. I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands. Yeah, instability with the home, instability within a union you have with somebody. The Two of Pentacles here, balancing two different things, two different people, two different situations, on shaky ground. Clarify one for the Eight of Cups as well. Yeah, walking away from something, ending something, something karmic. The Wheel of Fortune here. It's the end of a cycle. The wheel's now turning in your favor. Something karmic. So walking away from maybe a karmic situation, a karmic love situation that you had. Somebody who could be a soulmate that you may have had to learn lessons with, possibly. But the wheel's turning in your favor, but you're going to have to make a decision in order to get there. A decision to move away from something, from someone, something that's not working. You have the Two of Cups here. So there's possibly a love offer that has come in or is going to come in at some point in this month. And the Two of Cups is a card of what you could call soulmates, twin flames, whatever you believe in. Somebody who you can have a divine partnership with, something that's meant to be, especially with the Wheel of Fortune over here. So moving on to something, but you're still stuck here with the Hangman. The Hangman is somebody who's suspended, they're unsure, they're just hanging there in suspension, waiting, trying to gain clarity. You can see the yellow light around this guy's head. So trying to gain clarity about something. And it looks like you do have that clarity here with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is somebody who comes in. So either you're going to be the Knight of Swords, which could represent the energy of a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Somebody can come in real fast and real hard and make a quick decision. And they're not very emotional about it. So either somebody is doing this to you or you're doing this. For those of you who are single and not in a partnership for Virgo, you may have a decision that you have to make about something to do with your house this month. Something for you maybe that's not working within your house, with family. Something that you have to move away from. But for those of you who are in a partnership and you're not happy, moving away from that person or making a decision. I'm going to clarify the Two of Cups. Because the Two of Cups can be several things. It can be divine partnership, a soulmate. Yeah, a decision. Judgment. Judgment came out to clarify the Two of Cups. So making a decision about somebody you're with, somebody you want to be with, somebody who makes you feel loved, somebody who you love. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Okay, so 2 came out. So it seems to be that the Knight of Swords is representing you this month, Virgo. You're taking control. King of Pentacles came out. That's you, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You're taking on that energy, and that's usually not your energy. You're very slow, methodical, patient. You turn something inside out 50 million times to try to see if you forgot something or didn't cover something. Including people, you do that too. So you're taking on the energy of the Knight of Swords, and that's going to make you feel victorious, feel on top. So you get the Six of Wands again. That is the energy that came through this month for you, and that's the energy that you're taking on here as well. So once you make a decision and get through that tough part of actually going through the changes, you're going to feel on top. You're going to feel happy. But you have some energy to work through this month, and that's what you're going to be doing. So underneath, you have the moon, which is underneath the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. So you've been very indecisive about something. You haven't been able to make a decision, possibly about somebody that you want to be with, a relationship that you're in now, and the moon here. The moon represents worries, fears, illusions, emotional issues that you haven't quite worked through yet. You may have to work through this month. In the full moon, we have two. That's going to be bringing that stuff to the surface. So truths. Next to the moon and underneath the hangman, here's this energy of being stuck, being depressed, not allowing somebody in. If you don't allow somebody in and open yourself up, you're closed here, your heart is closed, you're closed down here, you're never going to get that happiness if you don't take on that swords energy of cutting through the BS, going for what you want. There's a lot of emotional baggage, it seems like, that has to be worked through. And this is saying that you're going to be moving away from that emotional baggage. You're going to be cleansing, detoxifying, and healing, and taking on the swords energy with the Knight of Swords here and the Queen of Swords here. I'm going to clarify the Four of Cups. That one jumped out. So yeah, the Two of Wands, you're planning right now. You're planting seeds of intention. You know what it is that you want, but you're having trouble going for it. You're stuck. The Two of Wands is somebody who is passionate about something. They're passionate about change. They're looking out and they're planning. So there may be some planning here going behind the scenes, but you need to cut through Queen of Swords energy. You need to cut through that depression, that sadness, that worry, that fear. You may be afraid to move on to something because it's a risk, but everything in life is a risk, no matter what you do. Buying a home, a new relationship, leaving your house every day is a risk. Anything could happen. But you're taking on that Queen of Swords energy towards mid and the end of the month here. You're stuck maybe a little bit in the beginning, but whatever it is, something's going to cause you to take on that decisive, cutthroat, decision-making energy here. Very different from what Virgo's usually like. So I'm going to pull a love card for singles and couples for Virgo. Singles, you know, you may want to be with somebody, but you're having a hard time opening your heart up to someone out of fear of the unknown, fear of what could happen. Virgo's in their anxious energy. Sometimes it's a little bit too much thinking. There's that need to release, and that's what's happening with the 2 full moons this month. Card for single Virgos. Single Virgos. It is safe for you to love. So for single Virgos out there, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. In the beginning of the month, your heart isn't open. You're closed down. Closed down because of fear of the unknown, fear of what's going to happen, that typical anxious Virgo energy. In order for you to receive the love that you actually want to receive, you have to open yourself up. If you refuse to open yourself up, then that's going to send the other person to run away because they're going to feel like you're not accepting their offer. And coupled Virgos. Virgo couples. Let go of control issues. Virgos do like to control. Secretly, they always like to be in control because that makes them feel safe. But that is an illusion, just like the moon. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So some of you who are in a relationship, a marriage, it's shaky, things aren't working out. Things are going to be changing this month. But you have to allow changes to happen. You can't hold on to control. You may need to feel in control, and you have that behavior that could be somewhat detached and cold. Virgos do that detached and cold type behavior because that's a way for them to shut down their feelings. You have to let go of that. You have to allow love in if that's what you want. You can't act detached and cold and expect somebody to keep coming towards you because that's sending the opposite signals here. And you're doing that out of fear. The moon represents fear. And you're depressed, but the problem here is that you're doing that to yourself. So it looks like here you're going to be taking on the energy of the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, where you're saying, you know what, screw this. That hasn't been working for me for how long? I've got to move on to something else. I've got to move on to happiness. I've got to get what I want. And the only way to get what you want is to take on that energy of the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Make a decision. And some of you may be making a decision to move on, or some of you may be making a decision to let go of the control issues that you have in a partnership because maybe you're afraid of somebody leaving you. I'm going to pull a guidance card from the Spirit Animal Guides. But hey, the energy coming through here is victory, and you know that card came out again with the Six of Wands, so that's going to be a strong energy this month. You getting victory. Victory over maybe some of the emotional issues you're having, control issues, and for those single ones who are afraid to let love in. Guidance card for Virgo for this month. Goose. Take time to rest, recuperate, rather than continue striving. The irony of this is that by resting and conserving your energy, you can actually mobilize your internal resource for the next cycle of work and accomplish that much more. In this fast-paced world with all of its pressures that impinge upon you, it's difficult to take regular periods of time off, yet it's critical to your health and well-being to do so. Let this rest period be an opportunity when you do the things that help your body recover from the stress and strains of your most recent activities. Sleep in, get a massage, spend time playing with a friend, take a salt bath, get out of town and explore the woods, anything that will bring you peace of mind. At the conclusion of a long spell of continuous stressful activity, even when it has been productive, many people don't allow themselves a period of respite and instead jump into another task right away without relaxing and enjoying the fruits of their labor. It's most unnatural, but in a caffeinated society where technology has created instant access to phones, emails, and the internet, it's easy to give away your power of choice by reacting to a false sense of immediacy and urgency to these trappings of civilization. Turn off your phone and computer and enjoy the sunset. These periods of rest needn't be lengthy, but you do need to implement them, especially right now. So, back to letting go of control issues, and it's safe for you to love. Rest your mind. Stop being so afraid of the unknown with the moon here. We really, truly don't have control over everything in life, but it makes us feel safe to feel in control, and that's just an illusion. So you have to release those things. This month is all about releasing the negative behaviors, releasing emotional, mental healing, relaxation, and find balance. Find balance in your partnerships, within yourself, to get clarity, to make whatever decision it is that you do need to make. There's definitely some decision making going on here this month with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Well, good luck in the month of March, Virgo, and I hope you have a great month.